there, everyone. Good evening. Sorry for the slight delay. Shovel Knight, the 2014 2D pixel game, is giving me a lot more trouble than I ever expected. But hopefully we've got that all sorted out. So, let's jump into it. Shovel Knight was not the game I was expecting to stream when I started the day. A lot of things happened today that I wasn't expecting. For starters, me and a bunch of people were put on indefinite unpaid vacation. So that's something that happened. Won't go too much into it, but basically I'm not working right now, so expect more streams. I'm also going to try and, work on a bunch of things that I've been putting off, so I'm going to try and improve the stream setup, get a layout, get some alerts going, check out a couple other mics I have, just stuff that I've always been putting off, now that I've got plenty of time. Hey Desmo, nice to see you. Thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah, it is what it is. We power through. We're here to play Shovel Knight. Okay, what are we gonna do for the Enchanter? With you by our side, Black Knight, total dominion is within our grasp. I think that might have been very similar to the voice I did for Black Knight. Damn it. I beg of you, take my words to heart. Your safety is my only concern. Was that the Enchanter? Tell me... You! Haven't you tired of this charade? Stay out of this! You never were one to blindly follow Black Knight, but the Order and the Enchanter must be stopped. I love Latina's Shovel Knight. Yeah, exactly. Really is the Shadow the Hedgehog for a new generation, Black Knight. Fool, you're headed down a ruinous path. The only path I seek leads to the Tower of Fate, and I will reach it. Never. Steal that shovel. Hey, that's my line. Alright, so this is Black Knight V2. Very similar to Black Knight V1. You'll see he's got like twice as much health. He's got that little dodge with his shadow clone. I forget the word for like those little spectral versions of him that follow you. Used to see it a lot in like Shinobi and old Genesis games. After image, that's the word. Ha! I can remember things sometimes. But yeah, it's just shovel drop and occasionally hit him. Like this, the fight doesn't really change other than the length of it. He's got like a new jump attack, I think. Get out of here. So yeah, that's Black Knight again. So like I was saying earlier, I wasn't expecting to play Shovel Knight today, but with all the things that happened, I wanted something a little lighter, a little chiller. But yeah, I am planning to do more streams, more things this coming week. I'm actually going to go over to my parents' house tomorrow and steal a chair and see if that works better for me, because the current chair I have starts to hurt me after like an hour. Probably noticed that's a big reason why most of my streams don't go over an hour these days. So I want to see if the problem is the chair or if the problem is my butt. And we'll find that out here soon, I think. So this is Tinker Knight's stage. Another absolute banger of a soundtrack, music, anything. Blow your unemployment on a Herman Miller. It's really funny you say that, Desmo. I bought a Herman Miller, like, earlier this year. $2,000 Herman Miller chair. Like, everyone in the world said this is the best chair you can get, and I was working from home, so I was like, okay, this is an investment. It was not worth $2,000. It was not worth $1,000. It was not worth $500. There was no noticeable benefit to my comfort in that chair. And it had like a whole bunch of different like knobs and dials and stuff. You're supposed to mess with it, customize it, and all that. I worked on that thing for like literally a month and a half, every single day, trying different things, and it was not helping. It was not improving. So thankfully I got my money back for that, and I think they actually forgot to charge me the restocking fee, so they didn't even... I don't believe they charged me that, so... I basically got like a 2-month trial of the Herman Miller for free, and honestly would not recommend. I was really, really disappointed. But it was the Embody, which I think is their, like... I don't know if it's better. They're basically two, like, Herman Millers that I always hear people talk about, the Embody and, like, the Aeron or something. Maybe if I had tried that other one, I would have liked it more. But I think my mom's just got, like, a freaking $100 Costco chair that I'm going to steal because she's out of town this week. And we'll see if that's any better. The chair I have right now, like, it's alright for short bursts, but it just seems to hurt me if I sit in it for more than an hour, more than any other chair I previously had. And I don't know if the problem is the chair, or if the problem is me getting older. You know, so it could be either of those things. Like, maybe I just have an uncomfortable ass and no amount of chair, because I got like a little seat cushion to try and help, and it does help, but it's just not getting me where I want to be. Oh yeah, Desmo, if you know what kind of chair you're using, I'd love to know. Back when I did work in an office, they had some really nice chairs that I wish I could have stolen. I bet I could have if I tried harder. But those were really nice chairs. At one point, I needed to put a seat cushion in them, but after I did that, like, I could sit in that thing all day with pretty much no problem. Just a regular cheapo chair? Yeah, I can see that. Ours supposedly were pretty good. I don't remember the maker, manufacturer, or anything, but they were a mesh chair. They seemed pretty good, that's for sure. But yeah, I hear a lot of people talking about mesh chairs. I don't know if they're actually any better. But I'm willing to give it a shot. Like I said, I've tried some stuff, so we'll just keep that train rolling. Eventually I'll find a good chair. And, you know, this one that I currently have that I'm not in love with is a different, like... I have a buddy that recommended it, and I won't be taking his recommendations anymore. His old Chester. So Chester's got a fun little item here, the mobile gear. This item is more important than many other dungeon items, and you'll see why here. Yes, the mess chair is the ass hammock. You know, the opposite of a banana hammock, if you will. Yes, mobile gear. Speaking of which, Desmo, I don't know if you've seen, Metal Gear Master Collection stuff is starting to come out, and on Steam, and apparently even on console, it's not one single piece of software. It's 6 separate executables. Like, there's no single game that you boot up and then you select which one of those you want to play. They just sell you 6 games in a box, and you have to boot them up individually when you want to play them. Boy, Konami sure is doing the bare minimum at every opportunity. I don't know if anyone's allowed to talk about their play experience with that yet, but I'm really excited to hear what people have to say when they start playing those games. Because I think the games that were already playing at 30 are still locked at 30. There's absolutely no, like, frame rate work done. Probably no resolution work. I wouldn't be surprised if PlayStation 4x3. Yeah, Desmo, exactly. Like, they put in a Switch cartridge and 6 different, like, main menu icons popped up. Because it's not one game, it's just 6. Because, God forbid, they pay somebody to make, like, a menu. It's super ridiculous. So is me dying. That's also super ridiculous. Let's stop doing that. Alright, so we get to keep listening to the ass track. Die, gear, shooting. Can I use the mode? Oh, I can't use the mode. Yeah, good enough. We'll just use them old-fashioned iframes. So, I was thinking about the Metal Gear thing, and, like, there's a charitable reason for that of, like, oh, it'll make it easier to, like, update them when they inevitably have to take more stuff out and take them off the store, like they've done with every previous Metal Gear release. So maybe that's why they did it, maybe there's some practical aspect to it, but, you know, also maybe just don't suck. You could try not being bad, Konami. Yeah, it's new shit every day. In case you guys were curious, I am not sponsored by Konami. Hell, I've only played 2 Metal Gear. Yeah, 2 Metal Gear games. Damn it. I thought that I could do a short jump. And one of them was Revengeance, which is like half a Metal Gear game. Yeah, I could do a short jump. There we go. Okay, let's continue on. Okay, so here's your auto-scroller area, which is not entirely an auto-scroller, but I don't think there's a whole lot of ways to cheat this one, unless you have a specific item that we do not have. Here. This is literally the first time I've ever done this. Cool, I'm gonna die. That's why you don't jump off the gear, kids. Well, good to know we can skip that auto-scroller for the most part. I wonder if I can change... I can. Oh, no! Wait for it to do the screen. Okay. Wouldn't have gotten us that far anyway. Rat. Okay. Let's try this again. It gave me iframes from my own money. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Okay, so I guess there is a way to skip that auto-scroller. That's kind of fun. I don't think there's a secret over there, so we'll just kill these gear mages. Gearomancers. Yeah, Desmo, I'm pretty sure that's the real reason, is they would have to pay someone to do some amount of work. And Konami does not want to do that. Bare minimum. Most amount of game for least amount of money spent definitely seems to be their MO these days. This should be a fun finish, so let's try and finish this one. Ah, dang it, I got hit by his... Damn, got hit by his stupid flying gear. Alright, I think upright is how we get out of this. I'm just gonna have to do one more rotation. Die, damn you. Right, let's get out. Interesting, okay. I think we were supposed to come up from the left, so we can just go right. Ah, now we got a vertical auto-scroller. This one is a true auto-scroller. least they put a good amount of money in this level. Whee! Just hang out this corner for a second while the stage catches up. These weird little, like, you know, sideways barber poles, you're constantly falling down. It's an interesting way to, like, almost implement 3D while still remaining 2D. I always thought they were super cool. They also remind me a lot of a couple of levels in the Battletoads. I wonder if that's on purpose. It's very possible because there is some Battletoads DLC that got added at some point. Here's Tinker Knight. Ah! Did you make all that noise? I can't think straight. I have so much work to do. You just work on letting me pass, little friend. Oh! Big words, Tin Gal. I'll show you a thing or two. So, this is Tinker Knight. Tinker Knight is adorable. My wife's favorite character. You can fight Tinker Knight. You can do the shovel drops. You can do the attacks. Or you can get out this gear. And the gear just one-shots him. Well, kind of. Because Tinker Knight is so pathetic, Tinker Knight gets a second phase. Whole new health bar, whole new ball game. But unfortunately, Tinker Knight is still very weak to just bounce on the head. They do have those missiles aiming at him, so you gotta try a little bit harder than usual, but you just keep bouncing. Woo! You can. I do like that the drill is made out of the same material as those cylinders from earlier. And just... Oh no! Yep. Just need one more drop. Get the robot Tinker, that's right. Look, Tinker Knight, if you don't get the robot, Black Knight will. With another evil defeated, we go to sleep. The raging fire as we go to sleep. Kids, if you're gonna sleep out on the stars and make a fire, put it out before you go to bed. You don't want to burn the forest or yourself down. So there's another top tip from Pop. Ah, there's our fourth Kickstarter boss guy. This is actually a fairly difficult fight. Hopefully I can do this in one shot and look like a cool guy. What magic is this? Power, honor, the traits of a respectable warrior. Sir, I don't believe we've met. We meet today on the field of battle. We have both defeated many knights and traveled far. What knights have you defeated, buddy? I have defeated every single one here. Today, we fight. Stand aside! You and I have no reason to battle! Conflict is a reason unto itself, brave knight. Today, you will be tested. Are you ready? Oh yeah, so this guy's got an aerial attack, so jumping on him ain't free. I was also thinking of the Spectre Knight version of this fight, which is much better. Oh yeah. Then they like to teleport around and do electrical stuff. Get that fencing foil out. I have electric powers. And a spiky helmet look like a... Now you look dead. Ha! I've been bested, but barely. You still need training to overcome what lies ahead. Farewell, Shovel Knight. Okay, thanks for the, like, $10. Yeah, I think that was $10. Plus $3 grand. Okay, next up, we're going to do Propeller Knight. Because their stage music is also an absolute banger. I believe this track was also done by the Mega Man composer. I forgot to look up her name, so I'm sorry about that. Ah! Okay, so you cannot bounce on the jellyfish when they are electrocuted. Fortunately, Shovel Knight is not very well insulated. Woo! Ah, dang it! But yeah, as you can imagine in the airship stage, there's a lot of air and ship. Some interesting mechanics here. Some pretty cool stuff. There's also this one guy who likes to shoot me. So we've got your good old air pushing you in one direction while you platform area. Always a favorite of 2D platformers. We've got an enemy that pushes you in the opposite direction. Confusion is also fun. We've got trying to get money. Dang it, what is this? We've got this guy who is a super douchebag. Look at me, I get to fly around. I get to die and drop all my money. I don't think there's a secret over there. It looks like there might be, but I don't believe there is. You're right, Desmo. I think wind physics are the secret. Like, people hate wind physics. They just don't talk about it because ice physics are so ubiquitous. So here's a fun puzzle that took me a little bit the first time playing this. You gotta bounce on these cannonballs to get over here to the other side. And there's this guy to mess with us again. His own pocket fan. Don't get shot by the big cannons. Don't jump on the spikes. Good old, your view is obscured. I don't think this one's particularly tricky, but you never know. Get that money. Here we go. And here's a fun one where you looking at the puffs of smoke, you can tell where the actual platforms are hitting. There's a good stack of cash. Money is almost entirely useless to us now, but hey. Number go up feels good, alright? Good old black background mini-boss. So this guy, like, stuns you when he lands on the ground, which is super annoying. And you can get hurt by the propellers, I don't remember that, so shovel dropping is pretty difficult. If you die, I think if you hit him with the bombs, that actually does a ton of damage. There we go. So yeah, you just gotta jump whenever they hit the ground, and then you can dodge that. Whee! I think there's some... Yeah, some chicken. Now we're using these elevators. Whee! So even though we have to go up, the screen won't change unless you use a ladder, which is interesting. Ah, so this is a fun little puzzle. So there's a thing there, and we want it. But the fan is making it difficult. However, if it drops straight down, good old-fashioned gravity and momentum give us enough to go down. And this one is actually super good, so don't jump. Here's Chester. And Chester's gonna give us probably the second most broken item in the game. The propeller dagger. You can soar through the sky, blade first. Now you can reach all sorts of places. And this is just horizontal go fast. Yeah, you can't, like, chain it and go completely horizontal, but you can go pretty damn far with it. So this can get you to a bunch of places that you probably shouldn't be getting to. I have a feeling this is a regular Trowel, but let's see. Gets it. Yeah. Oh no, that was fantastic. Got ourselves a music. That's 500. Okay, so here we're going to use this to get over. And one more time. So yeah, especially in this here sky level, having the ability to fly left or right is invaluable. I hate that word. In fact, I think we can do it right here. No. Okay. Now I've got to reset. Here's a little timing puzzle. Get out of here. And then this magician guy. You notice we actually went up when we were doing our little side fly because we hit that upward fan, which is nice that it takes those things into account. There are definitely plenty of games that would see that and just be like, yeah, we don't need to care about your physics when you're flying with that item. More useless money. Don't touch that fan, and you'll definitely get blown away. And I thought this was in the rocks, but I guess not. Just go. Ah, yes. More dancing on cannonballs, and more these stupid guys with their fan. Yeah, I got all the money. Here's the auto-scroller. I knew one was coming. Auto-scroller plus, like, temporary blocks. Very scary. Boy, are there a lot of them, so you actually want to delay yourself as much as possible so you have as much time to stand on these. There's a thing there? No. And despite, like, you'd think the wind wouldn't get you here, but it does, so you just always need to be holding right. So here's one that requires timing. You only have so much time. And now we've got fans to turn on and off, so you gotta time it so you don't get blown onto the spikes. These little rats. They don't know what they're doing. They're autonomous. Whatever the opposite of autonomous is. Dumb as hell. Whee! Get that money. Whee! Alright, and the name of this part is called Avoid the Shit Out of This Guy. Let's get this money. And see if we can just avoid him. Because he is annoying. Oh no, he's gonna knock us back. Yes, that's why. I just want to avoid him. Because he's not worth the trouble. Woo! Yeah. Okay, now this is an interesting one. So you've got the airflow. It's pushing you up and down. If you go all the way down and hit the kill plane, you will die. And if you go all the way up, you'll hit the spikes and you'll die. So very interesting that you have to manage your upward and downward force by standing above or below certain platforms. Very cool. You don't see wind puzzles like this very often. And then we just get. Now the wind is all over the place, and it just goes right up. So, just gotta time. Yeah, so we don't want to be stuck with an up air force when we are. Ah, dang it! I thought I could stay in the air for just another second. This level might have the most checkpoints. Oh, baby! Oh, yeah. Skip a few cycles. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, we don't want that. Yeah, let's... Oh, can I get my money? Yes. No! Stop that! I want my money. There we go. And we got the kill trap. And here we get one last long bouncing. Might be more useless money. Ah! Yep, more money. Alright, I think we're coming up on the boss. Just an apple, not even a chicken. You suck. There's Propeller Knight. Ah, my petit blue friend! The sunset, she's beautiful, no? Get down here and face me, you gyroscopic jester! Oh, so rude. My crew, they were not hospitable. My sheep, it was not magnificent? I'm not here to be entertained. I must reach the Tower of Fate. All business, no pleasure. Such a shame. Very well, then. En garde. Oh, yeah. Oh, the timing on that is difficult. So, yeah, they definitely, Propeller Knights definitely got some anti-shovel drop tech. The propeller on their head being one. Just flying the hell away is another. Hate you. Desmo, what if I were to tell you that money could be used to purchase goods and services? In fact, you could use money to buy many people. Okay, so thankfully the second half is not so bad because they're more focused on trying to kill you. But yeah, that's a Propeller Knight. And once again, going to bed in that roaring fire in what seems to be the exact same forest as always, even though we're like an entire continent over. But we don't question things like that. Let's just go straight to Polar Knight. I'm pretty sure the final night. After this, I think we'll be straight on to the wily castle of the game. Ah, just random explosives. So yeah, we go straight from wind physics to ice physics because, you know, this is the end of the game. This is where all the hard levels go, right? All the hard levels have messed up physics. These dogs are super cute and super annoying. They like to follow you around and are affected by the ice physics, which is cute. They also take 2 hits, which is not cute. So we usually just let them fall in the hole like that. These guys. The first enemy in the game to realize, hey, if I wear a helmet, I'm functionally invincible. So they can only be killed by being attacked from the side, which makes them douchebags. Let's fish. Yeah, money. Let's go back to the locket. We love the locket. So they don't really need to be killed. They really were like, hey, let's just put a bunch of bombs in here. We didn't use these enough. So here's a delicate little, better be paying attention, better not get hit with a perfectly timed spear, or else you'll fall into the pit and die. We've got little Elsa wannabe shooting at ice. Oh yeah, that's right. So you'll notice me jumping a lot on the ice, even more than usual, and that's because, thankfully, after you jump, you basically cease all momentum. So it's a very good way to control your momentum in those ice areas. These dragons are cool and interesting. Hit them 2 or 3 times. Oh, I thought they exploded. Never mind, they're just regular old dragons. There's something down here, but maybe I'm just crazy. Yeah, I mean, you know, we're not here to tell people what they should or shouldn't do, but yeah, probably don't jump on real ice. I do not think that is going to help your momentum in the slightest. But you know, if you have a suit of blue or gold armor, you're probably fine. So here's another interesting mechanic that I don't think I've ever seen before. There's spikes that you can't touch, and there's these floating snow globs, and if you touch them, they cover up the spikes and make them safe. Here we got a little secret. You can tell them the discolored wall. And just so many secret bombs, I forgot how many were in this level. Let's see if we can kill No. No? Oh, I have to walk all the way back? Okay. Walk all the way back on the ice physics, they say. So these guys are super annoying. They're basically the exact same as the shield guys we saw in the lava area. I'm not gonna get that for $2. These are cool little statues that vomit rainbows and make little temporary walkways for you. Oh, you gotta remember to move though, because you will die. And you can totally, like, wedge yourself between them and the ceiling and, like, get killed. So don't do that. It's being super annoying. First we're gonna kill Elsa. Goodbye, Elsa. And then we need to make a path for our statue friend. Because we are going to need it to traverse this area. High up enough. That's it. We might have been able to make that with our propeller dagger, but I didn't feel like trying. We're just gonna iframe through that guy because I didn't feel like spending the couple seconds to hit him. Double seek, just an apple. Damn it! I was hoping for a sugar. Let's just lock it. Definitely be careful about the floor area, especially when shovel dropping. I'm not gonna go fishing, I'm just gonna ignore all of this. And these little guys, they're wearing hats, but I believe they can't be shovel dropped. They don't have the girth. I have absolutely died to that guy's stupid hammers. Trying to get over here to this checkpoint is very difficult. But now that we've got the checkpoint, it's okay. It's all good. Discover secrets. There's Chester. Ooh, almost touched those spikes. You definitely want to make sure that you're jumping, because you want to make sure the snow hits the spikes before you move. So here, I believe, is our final sub-weapon. And it is pretty good. It's the Warble. Clear space around you with a powerful blow. A costly cacophony. Yeah, so this is just a big AoE kill attack. Bam. It costs like 20 energy. I feel like it used to cost more than that. But it just makes stuff dead, so that's pretty useful. Ah! Goodbye. I don't know. Fisher. Are gonna let this dog get out. Okay, so... Oh, no. Yeah, you don't want to get hit by the hammers. Ideally, you would ride that statue higher so you could just kill the enemies. I think if the statue hits them, they just die. But I was going for speed on that one, which won't enough cost me. So yeah, these dragons can only be hurt... I'll be honest, I didn't even think you could hurt them by hitting them in the tail. I thought it was just their weird turkey gobbler pouch. So you're always learning something. So I could just kill these guys with the horn, but I'm gonna go this way. Whee! So you gotta climb all the way up here and go around. Okay. Ah! Stop it! Just need to jump a tiny bit. So when you're shovel dropping, you're just going to keep doing that forever until you hit the ground, unless you do a regular attack. So that's pretty much what they want you to know how to do here at this point, because otherwise you probably just kill yourself on the spikes. And now we can bounce on these guys forever. Something you probably already figured out, but in case you hadn't, you could bounce on them without hurting them, because they only have 2 weak points. 2 big red glowing weak points. Let's see if there's a secret behind this guy. Yeah, sometimes it's simple as just walk to the left. Oh boy, you like spikes and ice physics? We got spikes and ice physics for you. Oh no. Might have been blow up that wall. Okay. Yep, just keep moving and jumping. Just schmoving. Now we're out of here with our lives and our money. And then we're making the spikes safe for old Shovel Knight. You can also just walk on the spikes if you make yourself invincible with the rocket, which I might do as a safety precaution. But yeah, just a jump around, pay attention, don't actually touch the spikes field. Yeah, I think we got a bounce. Let's bounce on this dragon. I don't think you needed the dagger, but that was much easier than trying to bounce on that guy a bunch. We're just gonna keep killing Elsa. Alright, we made it through with way less life than I wanted. Full heal, you'll love to see it. The horn is not super useful, but let's use it. Here we have Polar Knight. So, my old friend, the day has finally come. This will be our final duel. Should we not lay down our shovels and part as equals? The Order has no equals. Surely you can recognize our power. Join us. You've forgotten our oath. What happened to the proud warrior I knew? No more words. The bitter cold will claim you. So yeah, I don't know how much of this backstory they've talked about in other media, but I would like to know more about Polar Knight. As you can see, they also wield a shovel. It's a snow shovel, but it's a shovel. Okay, that does blow up those. That's pretty nice. Doesn't seem to... The horn does not do a significant amount of damage to Polar Knight, but... so Polar Knight makes spikes, which sucks. Yeah, they just dig up this whole damn area. Also, another boss that has figured out that Shovel Drop is the best thing in the game and has a defense against it. Trying to get them to... There we go. Cover up some of these spikes. Stop that. Stop blocking my attacks! Guess we just... Oh, boy! Yeah, we actually want to take the hit on that, just so we can walk on these spikes a bit. Holy crap, that was close. Might... One more hit. Yep. Horn. Goodbye. And thankfully you don't die from ending the fight on spikes, because that would be BS. Yeah, Desmo, I think you're right. Polar Knight was not very popular for the, like, pick a character to get a campaign poll. I think just because they were, you know, big and didn't look scary or Tumblr sexy nanny, like the ones that we got. Which, you know, is a shame, because having played the game, I'm much more interested in Polar Knight's backstory than I was when I first saw them. I definitely would have voted for them. Having that information now. But I don't know how much of that was even written at the time when that poll was, because that was very early on in the Kickstarter's life cycle. Thankfully these guys take a while. So we'll just grab Shield Knight as early as possible. And because we've cleared the area, we have earned ourselves another meal ticket, so that we can max out our health. And we have unlocked the final area. It's pretty much just 2 Wily levels. So let's go do some of these side con areas. Probably call it a stream. Yeah, I think you're right. Like, Spectre and Plague were definitely the 2 coolest designs, which explains why they got the most votes. I'm to be honest, I really don't know what people saw in King Knight. I I did not like them before the voting, and I certainly don't like them after. So, I maybe just the idea, oh, it's a knight that's a king, haha, that's funny. Maybe that's why, because they thought it would be humorous. And you know, to a degree it is. I just didn't end up liking the place that they went with that character. So we're gonna try and do this. Oh man. We're gonna try and do this with less dying. It's gonna be difficult. I think I can get that money back using the fishing rod. Voted Black Knight because you two love Latinas. Yeah, that's a fair pick. I think I would have liked to know more about Black Knight as well, honestly. That's another character with a past and a shovel that you don't get a lot of info on. Oh, I got a little fishy. Well, we're just gonna have to leave those dollary dues to rot, I think, which is very unfortunate. That is one of the things I dislike about this game, on the very short list of things I dislike, is that sometimes your money is just inaccessible. You know, Dark Souls usually sets your souls, your money, back to the last place you were, like, standing, so you can pretty much always get back there. The way they do it in this game, while stylish, leads to situations like that, where there's really no way to get it unless you, like, chain a bunch of deaths to slowly move your money in one direction or another, and that is, like... so... go back. Whee! We can dagger and get all this money! If you dig this up, it's the one again. Just kill him twice, because why not? I'm gonna be honest, I'm not in... Probably it was just supposed to spam the blade, now that I think about it. Oh, cool, we gotta start all the way. I almost jumped out there without my blade. Okay. So it is interesting that this area has, like, the Polar Knight theming, but it requires the dagger. Makes me wonder if maybe Polar Knight was supposed to give you the flying dagger at some point. Maybe you were supposed to get, like, different items that would help you fight other bosses, and maybe they changed that to, let's just make all the items thematically consistent with whoever you're fighting. That's a good question. I'd love to ask that of the developers if I got a chance to ask them anything. So let's see if we can keep on money, but probably not. Yeah. So, despite coming to the treasure area, I think we came out with less money than we started, so that's unfortunate. It's every secret. Yeah, why not? We'll do the Hall of Champions. This is the Hall of Champions, a living monument to the founders of this great land. Admission for one, that'll be 5,000 gold. Yeah, here you go. Wonderful, clearly a discerning patron of the arts. Enjoy your visit. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Desmo. Like, the horn doesn't seem to have much platforming challenge to it. It, you know, just does damage to enemies. Ah, this place is haunted. There are ghosts roaming the halls, and we're all trapped here. That includes you. So, you gonna do something about it? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not for you. So yeah, like that guy said, there's ghosts. And as we all know, ghosts need to die. So we gotta kill all the ghosts. Oh yeah. So normally you can't kill ghosts, much like Mario. But there is a way. And that way is this magic ball. Whenever you hit it, it does a ghost killing attack. Now we've got to take this magic ball all throughout the Hall of Champions and kill all of the ghosts. There we go. And ghosts, thankfully, were worth quite a bit of money as well. So You'll be able to tell when you killed all the ghosts in an area because it'll light up. So I think this is going to be the last one. There we go. And there you could see a bunch of Kickstarter backers. This was another tier lower than the Make a Boss character tier, but get your pixelated face in the hall. And, you know, I wish I could have done that if I had had the money at the time. But I was a very poor boy, so I'll have to settle for just regular old Kickstartering. Damn invisible platforms. Yeah, you're right, Desmo. This is like, this is like Disney's The Haunted Mansion. There are no windows and no doors, but there are fake floors. There we go. Ah! I think there's a secret area over here. Yep. I never found this area my first time playing. I was wondering where, like, the last music sheet was. Turns out it was here. Yeah, I mean, you know, it sure would be cool to be immortalized in a good Kickstarter game. Because that list is much shorter than it should be. I don't even think they did Kickstarters for any of the Shovel Knight games, which is kind of surprising considering you see companies like doing multiple Kickstarters and, you know, these days I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with that. Where is the ball? Because I can't take it between rooms. But it is kind of unfortunate. You'd think a company that has a successful Kickstarter would be able to then self-fund video games. At least, you know, a sequel. But unfortunately, the video game industry is fickle and sad. And maybe one day they'll put out a Shovel Knight 2 or a Shovel Knight 64. Who knows? I know that I'm really annoyed by this frickin' ghost. Okay. There we go. Oh my god, that wasn't even the last one. Who else is here? Oh my god. Would you just die, please? Come on. Right over here. Damn. Okay, I think that's all of the side rooms cleared. Yes. So now all of the dead ghosts are angry, and they come to the center, and they form Big Dead Ghost. And now you just gotta hit him with the balls. So, interesting concept as far as, like, indirectly fighting a boss. But this flying in the ceiling is super fun. Also, pretty difficult to aim at. Dang it. There we go. We'll just get one hit. Dang it. Sadly, I don't think he takes multiple points of damage for being hit multiple times with the wall. There we go. I don't even know what those skull things are. No, they don't die to a magic ball power. Ah, dang it. Oh, come on. Ah! It's gotta be close to death, right? There it is. Yeah, it is kind of like the big boo fight from Super Mario World, but instead of having, like, good aiming controls, you have, like, a weird shovel I'm very curious if earlier iterations, like, you had to hit it with the ball, and they were like, hey, that's too difficult, let's add, like, a little attack that goes out in the cardinal directions, because I imagine that whole place is a lot harder if you have to hit them with the ball every time. Hero, thank you so much for saving us from the ghost menace. How thoughtless of me not telling you the place was haunted. Then again, that's a risk you run, paying for something in advance before you know the details. I'm not sure how good a joke that is, considering that's exactly what happens with a Kickstarter game. Please allow me to reward you for your gallant bravery. $50. I think I collected more, like, inside, but you suck, Peacock Lady. Peacock Man? I don't know. It's unclear. I'm wearing pink, but they have the plumage of a male peacock, so who knows. So we'll go back to the village and collect all of our cash and upgrades, and then we'll probably call it a stream. So hello, Bard. Yes, thank you for the money. Let's talk to the gastronomer. Let's see what the gastronomer cooked up for us this time. Some lamb shanks? I think so. Now I believe we are at maximum health, maximum magic. Let's take the teleporter so we can buy that last. Yeah, that's what you pay $8,000 for right there. Let's get that last shovel upgrade from Shovelsmith. Yes. Now we've got our shovel charge attack. Whee! Double damage, I believe. And this guy loves a good horn. Horns, the finest instruments, but they're only really come to life in a duet. I thought he gave you money, not just some magic, but okay. Thank you, sir. And I think we cleared this place out otherwise, so now we can leave. So, I'm pretty sure the PC version has the Battletoads DLC. I figured we'd have seen it by now. Maybe it only shows up post-game. I don't remember how it's supposed to unlock. I'll look it up later, because I definitely want to do that. That Battletoads DLC is actually pretty cool. But yeah, as far as the main story goes, we've only got two more levels. And a few bosses and surprises. But that'll be for next time, I think. So, we'll just go ahead and go back to the title screen for now. Alright, well, that was another Shovel Knight. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I certainly did. And yeah, like I said at the beginning, I'm not working this week, so there will be more streams. I'm going to try and do longer streams. I'd really like to. I've mostly been sticking to shorter 1-hour streams for, let's say, my health. Yeah, let's go with that. But I would like to do longer streams, so I'm going to give that a shot this week. Times are definitely going to be all over the place. Definitely a lot more midday streams, now that my middays are pretty clear. But yeah, it's still VTober. I will be streaming the rest of this month. There's exactly a week left in it, I believe. Yeah. So, yeah, we're really close. We're almost there. 31 straight days, 31 straight streams. So, I hope y'all join me. If not, I hope you have a great night, a great time, and I'll see y'all again real soon.